Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nigga Chronicles. So today we have two niggas on the roster. Okay, we may dive into like a flashback of a third one. Anyway, so we have Vaughn. Of course, we'll be speaking about him today. We'll sprinkle in David just a little bit, just to make a point. And then the other nigga we're featuring is a new nigga named Damon. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. So, starting with the new nigga Damon. How do I know Damon? So, I met Damon. Just from my old neighborhood, some of the dudes that be out on the block and, selling the weed and shit. I knew them. And Damon, I didn't meet Damon until like a few months before I actually moved to my new place. So Damon is the cousin of some of the D-boys out there. So he, took some interest in me, and not took some, he definitely took interest in me. And I kind of did what I always, do. Oh, hey, whatever. I was nice, but still not super interested. But we did end up exchanging numbers. Eventually I called him. He would call me, but I just wouldn't pick up. I just didn't feel like talking or whatever. So one day I called, and a bitch picked up the phone. And I was like, hi, can I speak to Damon? And she was like, oh, I don't know any nigga named Damon. And I was like, oh, okay. So I thought that was weird, even though she wasn't like, oh, who is this? Da da da. She was just simply saying, like, I don't know a nigga named Damon. Wrong number, bitch. So when I seen him next time, I was like, why you got bitches picking up your phone? Like, are you one of them bum ass niggas that share a phone with your bitch? Because, He was like, no. He was like, I don't like no girl. Like, you must have called the wrong number. I was like, but now you're insulting my intelligence, because I had your number. I saved it. You've called and texted me from that number. And then when I call you, all of the motherfucking sudden, a bitch is answering. I'm lost. Like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know what happened. Okay, well, I don't know either. So, guess that's that. So, he would just always see me, try to talk to me, whatever. So then, like, maybe like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever, he seen me I was just at the bus stop, and a car pulls over, and a nigga's coming out walking towards me. It was dark, so I really couldn't see. And I was looking at the other bitch out the bus stop like, bitch, is he coming for you? Because he's sure walking over here for a reason. We may have to jump this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So then it was Damon, though. He was like, hey, you need a ride? I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. So we exchanged numbers again, of course. And then he was like, let me know if I can pick you up after work, all this shit. So I was like, no, I'm cool, because I'm just like, what, you finna pick me up after work and just drop me off? Because that's going to be all that happens. So I ended up hitting him up like, well, I'm off this day, pick me up, whatever, tomorrow, and, we could chill. So he's like, all right, cool. So he picks me up, he's a gentleman, open the door, all that bullshit. And, everything was pretty much cool. We get to my house, and he sees, like, the litter box or whatever. And he's like, oh, you have dogs? I'm like, no, I have a cat. I have 2 cats. He's like, oh, because I'm scared of dogs. Okay, good thing I don't have any. So then we, go up to our room. We smoke. I guess he was tired. You know what I mean? I guess he was tired. That's fine. Okay. And but then he started asking me for things, and that's where it pretty much was going left for me. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't do that. If it's your first time coming over my house, don't ask me for anything. Like, because I don't go over niggas' house for the first time and ask for anything. I come well equipped. If I'm going over a nigga house for the first time, I've, eaten. I didn't take a shower. I didn't went to the store, got me some, like, Doritos, Cheetos, whatever, Fritos, whatever the fuck I feel like I need to put in my little purse in case a bitch get a little hungry. I make sure I got money for like a Uber in case shit go bad and I need to leave. All kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I bring at least some water or some juice or a Four Loko. I'm coming prepared, because that's just how I am. And half the time niggas barely have a roll of toilet paper. So I always come equipped. I just feel like everyone should when you're going over someone's house for the first time, because you don't know what their situation is, and it's rude to just be asking for shit. So he was like, oh, like, we smoking. Most of the time we smoke weed, it makes you hungry. A lot of time for me, it can suppress my appetite. So he was like, oh, like, you got something to drink? Oh, no, I get that nigga some tap water. Like, here, because you should have got you something to drink. You know what I'm saying? Before you came over here. So then he was like, oh, well, then the next thing you know, 30 minutes later, you got some cereal? Nigga, tricks are for kids. What the fuck you mean do I have some cereal? If I had some cereal, the cereal would be for the little girl in the next room. That's who the fucking cereal would be for. Not your grown ass. The fuck? Cereal though? I'm okay, anyway. So then the nigga was like, then later on he's like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing this is my cue to get the fuck up and cook. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, well, I got some chicken I could throw in the oven. Thank God it wasn't frozen because he just would have went hungry. So I'm like, I could throw some chicken in the oven. So I made a nigga some chicken and broccoli. Like, you think I wanted to be cooking at 3 in the morning? You ruining my motherfucking high. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to cook for the nigga. So went on and gave him that. So then, like, the conversation sucked. You know, he was like, yeah, I'm not like all these other niggas. Everyone knows that when niggas say that, you're exactly like all the other niggas. Like, or else you wouldn't feel the need to throw that out there. So he's like, yeah, I'm not like all these other niggas. Don't let me being on the streets fool you. Okay, so how are you different? How are you different than the other drug dealers? Do you hand out instructions with the drugs so they don't overdose? Are you putting ingredient labels on the crack? Like, what is it so different that you're doing from these other niggas? All he can say is, I went to Bowie. I said, you told me that 3 times. Like, how do you brag about going to college and you didn't even graduate? You didn't finish. I went to Coppin. You don't hear me telling niggas Coppin. I went to Coppin State, nigga, Coppin University. I went there 1 month, got pregnant, and dropped out. That's why I don't tell people I went to Who cares? You know what I'm saying? I didn't finish. You know what I mean? Like, so he's like, I went to Bowie. Okay, when was this? 10, 12 fucking years? When did you go to Bowie? What year was this nigga? You're 28 now. When did this Bowie experience happen that you keep bringing up? You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, I'm in school. I'm doing my prereqs for nursing, and I plan to be a heart surgeon, and da-da-da-da. And, you know, I plan on moving. Oh, yeah, because I'm trying to move, too. Okay. I was like, well, I plan on moving in 4 years, and I don't know if I'll know you by then, so probably won't be moving with me. So then he was like, I was like, you got any kids? He was like, 2. I was like, oh, this is a deal breaker. This is a deal breaker right there. You know everything I just went through with Ray. So if you even think I'm fucking with another nigga with kids, you got me fucked up, period. Because I usually don't. And every time I break a rule, it comes back to bite me in the motherfucking ass. Okay, I got 2 rules when it comes to the... 2 rules. First rule, I don't date niggas with kids. When I try to date niggas with kids, they go back to their baby mother. I can't compete with a bitch that popped your kid out, and I'm damn sure not gonna be the bitch to spread my legs open and try to have a kid to be in competition with this hoe. That's the first rule, no niggas with kids. Number 2, I don't date niggas more than 5 years older than me. I'll fuck you if you're younger, but I'm definitely not dating a nigga younger than me. That's just it. You need to be around my range, because when I tried to date a nigga older than me, you know, he was raping me the whole relationship and all kind of fucked up shit. Well, that's another episode. We'll get into that episode. It's a little bit more serious another time. But that's why I don't go outside of my comforts, because when I did it, it's ended up bad. So I find out when I stay around my age, you know, that can go bad too, but not as bad as those scenarios. You know, I didn't end up, you know, just in complete shambles, my heart broken like that. But I just feel like the mentality, I like to be around people my age. When I have a kid and you have a kid, it's just not working. I don't know. I feel like, well, where are you? Oh, I'm with the kid. Oh, okay. Well, that's should be your focus, not me. You know what I'm saying? You raising your child. And how do I know if you're with your child? That could just be your excuse every fucking time I ask, where are you? What am I going to argue? Like, no, you're not with your son. See why I'm not doing that shit? Okay, moving on. So he said he had 2 kids, 1 and 3. Fuck no. Then your kids are young as shit and they buy the same bitch. Bet you next year he'll have a 6-month-old. I'm telling you, you can't trust these hood niggas at all. So he was like, but I'm done with the baby mama. And she got her own family. I got my own little family going on. What own family you got? Where? Because it ain't me. Who? What do you mean you got your own family? Like, I mean, he wasn't a bad guy, but, you know, I wasn't feeling him. And what are you doing? Like, what are your goals? What are your motivations? Like, what are you doing differently than everybody else? I didn't see anything different about you. I didn't feel anything different about you. I didn't hear anything different. You just keep saying, oh, I went to Bowie. Like, great. Maybe to a dumb bitch that matters, but to a bitch like me, it don't. You know what I mean? It's not like you're like, I went to Bowie and I got a degree and then this happened, and you just keep riding on the coattails of Bowie. So, and then everything I said, you're just like riding on the coattails of that. Like, oh, you want to move? I'm moving. Oh, you eat that? Because I eat that too. Oh, and it's just like, I hate a nigga like that. Anything I say, you just, yep, because you don't have anything to say yourself. You know, you don't have anything going on with you. And you know that whatever you can bring to the table, we're not going to be able to connect with it. You know what I'm saying? I think the only good thing about him, not good thing, but the only thing about him that I liked was that he didn't try to, like, pressure me into having sex. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably because he was too high and hungry to do so. Anyway, so, and then of course after asking me for like food and drink, and I'm already providing you shelter and warmth for the night, yeah, you wouldn't get no pussy. Remember the last nigga that asked me for $1, he didn't get pussy? You thought I had to cook this nigga a meal and I was giving him pussy? Y'all know me. Fuck no. Shit, this pussy come with rules. This pussy come with stipulations and shit. Period. Period. Shit. So anyway, pretty much after that, everything was cool. You know, it wasn't no like uncomfortableness or anything. I didn't really get to learn a lot about him, you know, because he was pretty much asleep and tired most of the time. Oh, there was something funny though. Apparently he's even though he said he was scared of dogs, clearly cats, you're scared of cats as well. Because, okay, I have 2 cats. And when anybody comes over or anything, they get intensely, immensely terrified and scared. And they'll go run off and hide somewhere. So that somewhere, unfortunately, that night was under my bed. So this motherfucker, he's like, oh, the cat's in here. And I'm like, I don't see him. Because she was like so balled up hiding under the bed. So he was like, no, the cat's in here. Can you get her out? So I'm like, I could try. So like, I was fucking like, oh, come on, Jenny. Like, come on, go on, get out. But she was scared. She didn't even want to move, you know. So I'm like, I'll get her later. No, can you please get her out now? No, bitch. I'll get her later. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck is wrong with you? Like, you really scared of these motherfucking cats, nigga? So I literally get up and I go to the bathroom. This for 60 seconds. I pee, I come back. This nigga is in the middle of my bed on his knees. He's sitting up, but he's on his knees. And like the covers are kind of like, she's kind of like this with the covers. So, you know, it's dark, even though the TV was on and the room is dark. So I could see, but, you know, not that well. So the first thing I'm thinking is like, I know this nigga don't think I'm going to suck his dick. Like, and I know this nigga not butt naked in my motherfucking satin sheets. This nigga about to get cussed out for real. So I was like, what are you doing? So he was like, the cat jumped on me. I said, what? He said, the cat jumped on me, jumped on the bed, scratched me, and jumped off. I said, my cat jumped on the bed? Now, my bed is high. You know, I'm not saying they can't jump on it, but I've never seen them do no shit like that. And my daughters never told me they did anything like that. So he's like, oh, I'm telling you, they jumped on this joint. So I was like, so you're saying my cat attacked you? He was like, yeah. I said, what happened again? I've never heard anything like this before. You know, it was really mind-blowing to me. And he was fucking terrified. That nigga had the cover scrunched up around him. Nigga was scared as fuck. Like the boogeyman was gonna come in that bitch. I was like, oh wow. So every time I looked around, he was like, please leave the door cracked. Leave the door cracked for the cats. I'm like, he a bitch. So then this nigga will say, can you walk me to the bathroom? Wow. You're so far from this pussy. At this point, it's non-existent. Sure, I'll walk you to the fucking bathroom, even though there's a nightlight in the hallway. I mean, okay. So then when I was leaving the bathroom, he was like, oh, yeah, yeah, I guess you can go now. You thought I was going to watch you pee? This nigga's a bitch. No, I'm not going to watch you pee. Hurry up with your little dick. Hurry up. You got to have a little dick doing all that. We'll never know at this point. We'll never know. Because I'm never seeing him again. The fuck? Nigga, if I got to start accompanying you to bathroom trips, you is not the nigga for me. The fuck? Out of here. I said, oh, no, no, no. He's right. He's not like these other niggas. He's right about that. So then, next morning, I just need some air. I just go to the store, get something to drink. I come back. So I was going to ask him, it's time to go. Because then he had said something to me that night like, oh, yeah, I'll stay over here as long as you want. Right, probably till about 11 o'clock tomorrow. That's, probably about as long as I want. So he's like, oh, I gotta go, da-da-da-da. I'm like, cool, I'm tired. I hadn't slept all night. So as soon as I get into bed, lay down, this nigga's calling me. I'm like, what? He like, can you look in the Newport box? Because I had some like Molly and like a Buke in there and some other shit. What? You brought drugs into my home? Nigga, this is the first time you ever came here. How the fuck you bringing in Bukes, nigga? That's some junky shit. The fuck is wrong with you? Then you brought it in my house where my child is. Then you lost it? Are you fucking... I told that nigga, don't ever bring nothing in. Don't bring no drugs to my house. But you had this... Oh, I can bring whatever I want in my home. Nigga, I'm not losing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you... First of all, I would never bring anything unexpected into some... Like, I'm not going to go to nigga's home and have a bag of Coke on me. You feel me? It's some shit you just don't do. So, I kind of wow him on that. He's like, oh, no, I'm not trying to make excuses, but you are. Because if the only thing you didn't say was okay, then the rest is excuses after that. Like, you fucking with the wrong bitch, my nigga. I'm not one of these teeny bopper bitches, just sitting at home on food stamps smoking weed all motherfucking day. I'm the bitch that goes to work and is on food stamps. Get it right. Get it the fucking right. Like, that's not gonna work for me. You're not working for me. You've did too many things, all of that, and somehow my TV's still sitting on my motherfucking floor after I done fed you and all this shit. Then the nigga had the nerve to ask for a massage. Oh my God. I get a nigga a 2-minute massage here. I'm tired. The fuck? What you think you King Tut? You haven't done a damn thing for me in here to deserve a plate, a massage, a compliment, any fucking thing. Nigga, you gonna have to do a lot more than buy some weed to fuck around and impress me. You know what I mean? Just like what David asked. When David had came over, it was probably like, a month or some change ago. But when he had came over and I'm like, well, I need like this TV up. Can you get my TV up for me? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to call another nigga for that. I said, well then that's the nigga's dick I'm sucking. The fuck wrong with you? What's wrong with you, nigga? You niggas can't even put my TV up. You supposed to be some niggas. Ain't that ingrained in y'all to have drills and saws and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all supposed to know how to do this. Like, what are y'all coming over here for? That's why I haven't picked up the phone for David. David been calling me, what do you want? You're not coming back over. There's nothing to come over here for. You didn't got fat. You're already wasn't cute. Now you can't even fuck because your big ass Santa Claus stomach in the motherfucking way. Leave me the fuck alone. Then your ass can't even hold a drill and at least attempt to put the TV up. You didn't even try. Fast forward. So, the other night, Vaughn hits me up. Okay? Vaughn hits me up. And everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to meet up last weekend, but that didn't work. And then we're supposed to meet up this weekend. But he ended up hitting me up, about 3 in the morning, booty call hours. And so he's like, you fucking with me? I'm like, fuck yeah, come through. So, I had a really good time. I had a good time. It probably been like, 2 years since we physically seen each other. So it's always nice with him. It's always a lot of laughs and just like joking, and um, it was good. It was good, nothing serious happened. A little bit of kissing, a little bit of cuddling, a little bit of making out. But, no one like stuck their dick in anyone. No one got anything stroked or licked or sucked or nothing like that. It could have went that way. But I just didn't want it to be like that for the first time where, like, reconnecting, regardless of what the level is that we're, like reconnecting on. And I just didn't want to feel like I did last time, where it's like we had sex, but you're like in a full blown relationship, and then you kind of just like toss me to the side after. And I talked to him about that, I love Vaughn, and there's a lot of things to love about him, but he's a man, and men do stupid shit, or they like to do shit and act like they didn't do shit. And I think like that is my biggest issue with him, is sometimes clarification. Like I kind of need, everything's a little bit gray right now, and I need it to be, certain things do have to be black and white, because I'm not trying to be in a love triangle. Like, I'm not trying to end up on Snapped. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what it is. So it was like kissing and stuff. And so I just asked him, like, what's up with you and your girl? What's going on here with me and you? Like, it's not fair for me to be in the dark. Like, his girl knows what's going on with him and her. He knows what's going on with him and her. And I'm just like peeking through the glass. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, what's going on? Because I'm not a homewrecker. I wasn't a homewrecker last time we fucked. And me and him have a lot of history. And this may sound crazy, but even though he cheated, when me and him do stuff like that, I don't look at it like that we're doing a bad thing. And I think it's just because there's so much there, and a lot of people just don't understand the connection. And things happen, so I don't look at it like, oh God, we really fucked up. It just be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That happened. But still, I'm still human, and karma is a bitch. So I just didn't want to play that role again. So, I just asked him what's going on, and he gave me clarification on what is going on with him and her. So, I mean, ultimately, time will only tell certain things, but I feel a lot better not feeling like a side chick or like a filler or something like that. I'm still like treading carefully, which is why I didn't sleep with him. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to take it to that level yet, and I don't want to necessarily make everything so easy for him. I make a lot of things easy for him because I feel about him. I can't help it. It's just that's how I respond to him. But it was nice to have somebody just come over and just kind of like take over a little bit. Like, he came over, the nigga put my TV up, you know what I'm saying? I'm hella happy about that. Went to the store, got some parts for the TV. Thank God he didn't ask me for the money because I'm broke. Because I just paid rent. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he went to the store, got whatever else was needed to put the TV up, got his tools out of his car, and you know what I'm saying? Got us all, me, him, and the baby, some food, asked me, what's your daughter eat? Like, that's like a real man, that does shit like that. He didn't even like ask me what I wanted to eat. It'd be little shit like that I like. Like, I'm a single mom, and I have my daughter every day of my life. I don't have like an aunt or a mom or a dad. I don't have anybody to just take her off my hands so I can just breathe for a minute. It's work, home, her, work. You know what I'm saying? So it's refreshing to have a real man just step in, like, bitch, I'm ordering shit, y'all, this is what I'm getting, y'all eat it, you know what I'm saying? To just kind of like take over and You know what I'm saying? It was just so nice having him there. Because Vaughn is like a man's man. Like, I think he enjoys just, kind of being like leaned on, and you know what I'm saying? He enjoys playing the role of a man, and he wants you to play the role of a woman, you know what I'm saying? So that made me feel really good. And I'm really happy where things are with us. It's like, I don't want to rush things. I feel like in the past, we reconnect, and then like these feelings come back up. Well, for me, they never left, but you know what I'm saying? The feelings get reignited again, and then we like make these hasty decisions. But from what he's told me, it seems like there are, some loose ends that he needs to tie up. And I have to respect that, and let him do what he has to do. So I'm not here to pressure or be like, well, let's get back together. Or he knows how I feel. If he wants to do that, he'll do it. And if he don't, then he doesn't. You know what I mean? I can't make anybody do anything. But I'm happy with how things went. And I definitely have a better understanding of situation that is going on with him and the girl. So for me, it was all good. It was all good. He definitely, I guess, really wanted to see me. It wasn't like he was like around the corner, in the area. It took a little bop to come down and spend some time with me. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him again. And I'm always super happy when he's there. So it's always like a relief and just very lighthearted, you know what I mean? Which I like. So that's it. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it for real. We're friends. We're friends right now, and I'm happy with that. So that's pretty much it, y'all, for the Nigga Chronicles. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and share and subscribe and tell all your little friends. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the fans. I appreciate the love you guys send me. I appreciate the DMs that I get about the show. Little criticisms on how you guys think I can improve. All that stuff really means a lot to me. I have a very small little fan base, but it's a strong base. You know what I mean? So that means all the world to me, you guys. I do this for you guys. I do this for the people that aren't in, the perfect relationships with the king and the queen and the princess shirts and taking the family photos at the park and trips to China and all that bullshit, and no one's perfect. They're arguing and fighting too. One of them's probably cheating on each other. That's why niggas like to watch this motherfucking show, just to get the real. It's still bitches out here kissing frogs, okay? Kissing they fucking frogs. So that's what I do it for. Anyway, y'all, have a good day. Stay safe. Thank you for watching.